Hello, I'm Allison Wyss. This is my book, Splendid Anatomies. It is about the many ways people strive to claim their own bodies. And I'm going to read just one short story, very short, that's a little creepy for the season. Sleep birds. The grass underneath us was unmowed and puffy. I moved aside some small rocks, and then the earth welcomed my body onto it. I settled, sunk. The baby was happy on her tummy and drooling, the milk from my body both sour and sweet in her breath. On the walk up the hill, she had clung to me, her legs tight around my hips and her fingers caught in my hair. But now I leaned back on my elbows and squinted, not quite into the sun. We were alone as far as I could see, on top of the hill, though other picnics must have been spread near the bottom. The baby gurgled, and I rolled to my side, curled around her. I pulled my backpack beneath my head, and with one hand encircling her thigh, I closed my eyes and let sleep come. Slowly it dropped from the bright sky, darkened into black-red heaviness behind my eyelids. The weight on my chest of sleep descending was the weight of one bird, then another and another, landing, each so light. But as they stacked on top of each other, the bottom birds sunk into my skin. Feet pierced my chest and belly and thighs. More landed, jostling the hooked ones, and bird toes drilled deeper. The sky was dark with sleep and with birds, their wings open, then closing. Toes and feathers tangled in my hair. The feathers pillowed me like the grass beneath, and I was sinking upward as the birds descended and kept descending. Then the baby flinched. There was fresh flapping and the release of toes. My eyes opened to a shallow strip of my skin as the birds hopped briefly off me. Blood lifted with their feet and rivered into pools over my thighs and my shins, dividing and connecting. A pattern of red lace against my skin, and then the birds again, over my chest, over my stomach, over my legs. I couldn't see my hand, which held tight to my baby's thigh, except for a sliver that was still bird-free and where bulged a single vein, snaking and rolling with the tension in my hand. I willed my hand to relax so I wouldn't scare the baby, keeping my fingers firm on baby thigh. Her face was to the ground, and she was maybe asleep, or maybe not. And then one more bird landed square on the back of my hand and bulging vein. It leaned forward with its head, and then its beak levered down, heavy with sleep and red-black darkness that shimmered from the bird's feathers. I saw and felt the bird pluck the vein from my hand like a worm that it pulled from soft-tilled earth. The vein, like a worm, fought and wriggled to hide in the skin of my hand, but the bird pulled it up, tossed it into the air, and swallowed the vein in 2 gulps. Then it lifted and flapped and looked down at us. It signaled somehow to the other birds to fly away too. And so I woke, hard, and the blood was red instead of black, and the hole in my hand was stark, and the pain felt bright. I had lost my grip on the baby's thigh, but she was still there, not carried off. Trailing from her mouth was a pink worm. Another? No. The vein from my hand after all. And then she slurped it. The tail end whipped as it broke free from my hand, smacked her on the nose before disappearing. It spattered blood flecks on her cheeks, and they looked like glitter. Thank you.